This is the second part where I'll show you how to prepare a suspense account. And most importantly, in the first part, we rectified 5 errors. Here are the transitions, contents mistake, and we rectified here in the journal account. Okay. So now from these transitions, the rectification of errors, we will prepare suspense account. You know, it is very important and common question in exam, but many of you make mistake we see when we check exam papers. In this format we see on the debit side we have 3 date, detail and dollar columns, and same 3 columns we have on the credit side, date, detail and dollar column. Sometimes this format will be drawn on the question, sometimes not. So in this case you need to know how to draw this format as well. So you know, on the debit it is a traditional T account ledger format. Okay, on the debit side you have one more column folio, and same on the credit side. If you want you can draw as well. Okay, so here what to be recorded, what will be appeared here in this suspense account. So from these transitions we prepared this journal book, and from this journal whatever suspense related transactions are here we will take to this suspense account. Okay, so these questions, these transitions are taken from IGCSE accounting past paper. This is also same in O level accounting past paper. Okay, so before we write up here, let us have a look at the question. Asia is a trader. She prepared her trial balance at 31st August 2023. The credit side total 273 more than the debit side. Asia placed the difference in a suspense account. Okay, credit side total 273 more than the debit side total. What does it mean? In which column this amount would be appeared in the trial balance? Debit column or credit column? Where to record this amount as a suspense amount, suspense account? On the debit side or on the credit side? So kind of tricky. So it is clearly mentioned on the credit side 273 more than the debit side. That means the greater column in terms of value is the credit column. So while we write the difference in the trial balance as a suspense in the lower column, right? To balance both the columns, yeah? So lower column is here, debit column, okay? Mentioned clearly, credit column is greater. Credit column amounts more than debit column by 273. Okay, so we put 273 on the debit side of the trial balance to balance that one. Okay, so how we write? We write as suspense account. Okay, so now this difference will be here as well in the suspense account. This is the opening balance. This balance will be taken from the trial balance. Okay, so this will be given on the question. If it is not given, you do not have to write. Okay, and point to be noted, the debit difference in debit column will be recorded in the debit side of suspense, and difference on the credit side of the trial balance will be recorded on the credit side of suspense account. Okay, so here we see on the question $273 recorded as a suspense on the debit side of the trial balance. Okay, so same amount we will take here on the debit side of suspense account. So how to write balance PD? No, don't write balance PD or balance brought down. You should write difference in the trial balance. Okay, so on the question it is mentioned that 2023 August 31st Asia prepared the trial balance. So on the same date we will write the difference here on this suspense account. Okay, so here 223 August 31st. So we will write here difference on the trial balance. So it is $273. Okay, you always write just like this. Okay, good. Now what will come here, all about suspense on the journal book will be taken here in the suspense account. So while we have suspense, so first transaction there is no suspense, second transaction we have here suspense, and third transaction we have, and here on the fourth we have, and in the fifth as well we have suspense account. Okay, so this four transaction will be appeared here. Okay, so first one is here number 2. So here suspense account is debited by $300. Okay, so this is a debit side and this is a credit side, you know. So suspense account is here debited, so we will come to the debit side. Okay, on the same date we will write. Okay, so here we will prepare this account for 31st August. So now how much amount here? $300. So we will write here 300, but question is what to write on the detail column? Well, if you said it is wages, you are correct. So we will write the opposite account, okay, or corresponding account. So let us write here wages. Okay, good. Now third one, here also suspense debited $75. We will come to the debit side. We will write here the money first, 75, then the date 31st, and here what we have the opposite account, it is Savanah. Okay, so we will write here Savanah on the detail column. Okay, great. And then number 4, here we have suspense, but it is on the credit side. Here suspense account is credited. So now we will go to the credit side. Yeah, so let us write the date first, 2023 August 31st. Okay, so here we have two corresponding accounts. One is sales returns and one is purchase returns. So we need to write both of them. Okay, so first one is here sales returns, and second one is here purchase returns. Okay, so here sales returns we have $396 and purchase return is $198. Okay, so we will write here 198. Okay, done. The last one here, number 5. Here Sophie account is debited and suspense account is here credited. On the credit side we have $54. So as it is credited, so we will go to the credit side. Okay, so same date, August 31st. So opposite account is here Sophie. So we will write here Sophie $54. Okay, good. We recorded all these transitions. Now what to do? Now we need to balance it. Yeah, so how to balance it? Balancing part is simple, not complicated, but you need to understand what does the balancing amount mean. Okay, so here if we see our debit amount, the total, and credit total are same, it means that all the errors in the business are discovered. Okay, if we see still we have difference, then it means that we could not discover all the errors in the business. Okay, so here if we sum up these three amounts, we get $648. Yeah, so let us write here $648. Okay, now here on the debit side we have 273 plus 300 plus 75. So if we total this column, we get here same, yeah, $648. So what does it mean? It means that we have discovered all the errors. Okay, now so third part, the last part will be very important. There I'll show you what was the impact on the income statement for these errors.